Hello, Chorte. This is Caoimhín from Let's Learn Irish. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Irish alphabet, writing, and spelling. So let's begin by taking a look at the old writing system versus the new writing system in Irish. Before the mid-20th century, this is what Irish used to look like. It was written in a Gaelic script, whereas nowadays we write Irish in the Roman script. And probably one of the reasons for this is because printing in the Roman script was probably cheaper than printing in the Gaelic script, because, of course, the Roman script is used for many major languages as well, such as English, French, German, etc. And of course, in the age of the internet, the Roman script certainly has its advantages too. So the Irish alphabet. The Irish alphabet has 18 fundamental letters. And if you're an English speaker, you might notice that some of the letters of the English alphabet are kind of missing here. However, those 8 other letters of the English alphabet are used in Irish as well, in loan words from other languages, in foreign place names, and in scientific or mathematical terms, for example. And here are 3 loan words: joke, vota, and zoo. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. But this is just to show that Irish also uses those other letters that you would be familiar with from the English alphabet. So the Sína Fada. After looking at the alphabet, we can focus on the vowels here for a moment. Vowels in Irish can be either short or long. A Sína Fada, so often just called a fada, is used to indicate the long vowels. So that's this little line you see above the letters. So these are the long vowels: O, E, I, O, U. And then short vowels are written without a fada. So A, E, I, O, U. Now, the letters in the Irish alphabet have their own names in Irish, and those are O, B, K, D, A, F, G, H, I, L, M, N, O, P, R, S, T, U. And the 8 other letters are J, K, Q, V, W, X, Y, Z. However, the names of the letters on the previous slide are unknown to many, if not most, Irish speakers. And in reality, when spelling words out loud, the English letter names, as they are pronounced by Irish people, are typically used instead. So the first letter of the alphabet is often pronounced like a long version of the A in cat, so A rather than A, and H is pronounced H rather than H. And when spelling words out loud, the long vowels O, A, I, O, U are indicated by saying the name of the vowel and then the word fada. So here are 4 examples. The word planda, which is the Irish for plant, we would spell it out loud as Planda. The word teach, which means house in Irish, we would spell out loud as Teach. The word K, which is like a question word and also means a dock or a pier, we would spell as Fada. And mná, which means women, we would spell Mna Fada. So if someone, for example, asks you to spell your name out loud, you would use this system. So Irish spelling, there's a rule in Irish spelling that says slender with slender, broad with broad. So what does that mean? Well, consonants in Irish are sometimes slender and sometimes broad. And this has relevance not only to spelling, but also to pronunciation. But since this course is about spelling and grammar and those kind of things, we're not going to focus on pronunciation too much here. So a consonant is said to be slender when it directly follows or is directly followed by one of the slender vowels, or front vowels, they're sometimes called. So the letter B in the word be is a slender consonant. The letter S in the word she is a slender consonant, slender S. And similarly, the highlighted consonants in the following 4 words also are slender consonants: Brish, Chir, Lina, and Frankish. consonant is said to be broad when it directly follows or is directly followed by, you guessed it, broad vowels, or back vowels, they're sometimes called. So the T in the word tá, the S, G, and R in the word sagart, the L and the N in the word lone are broad consonants. And typically, this is the slender with slender, broad with broad rule. So typically, if a consonant or a pair of consonants is surrounded by two vowels, the vowels must be either both slender or both broad. So in the word line, we can see the letter N is surrounded by two slender vowels. In the word sagart, we can see that the letter G is surrounded by two broad vowels. In the word Caoimhín, we can see that this M and S pair is surrounded by two slender vowels. And in Caoimhín, we can see that the two N's, the pair of N's there, are surrounded by two broad vowels as well. So this is the rule: slender with slender, broad with broad. There are, of course, a few exceptions to this rule, and some of these are actually very common words, like rish, anshin, ansha. So you can see, based on the highlighted vowels there, that, in rish, for example, we have a broad vowel, the A, and then the I father, which is a slender vowel. So this isn't following the rule, this is breaking the rule. And the same for anshin and ansha. But overall, most words in Irish will follow this slender with slender, broad with broad rule. So if you're not quite sure how to spell something, you can check if your attempt at spelling a word is matching this rule. And if it is, then perhaps it's the correct spelling. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Agus go dtí al chéad ó eile, slán go fóill.